Hello there, my name is Ehis Okoro. I'm a speaker, I'm a teacher, I'm a teleologist. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't seen my former videos, please scroll down, and I've talked about adaptability and effective communication as core competencies that we need for a purposeful, a balanced and meaningful life. My goal with these videos is to help you achieve that, a purposeful, a balanced and a meaningful life, and of course a profitable life too. Today I'm going to talk about another equally important competence that everyone must have, whether personally or corporately, whether as an individual or as an organization. Today I'm going to talk about problem solving. Problem solving. Every day presents its own problems. In fact, the good book says every day brings trouble of its own. We are confronted with different kinds of problems every day. Well, they may be simple or they may be complex. The thing is this: you cannot treat simple problems and complex problems the same way. A simple problem is maybe you're hungry and you take food and you eat. A complex problem is you're hungry and there is no food, there is no money, there is nobody to help. You don't have the same approach for a simple problem and a complex problem. What I want to try to do today is help you go through complex problems using 6 steps, 6 simple steps. Firstly, what's a problem? A problem is a difficult situation, a mystery. A problem is the gap between what is and what should be. A problem is the gap between what you're going through and what you should be going through. A problem crops up every time you have new experiences. A problem also could crop up from old experiences. So, how do we go through these problems? It's inevitable. Everybody at a time or two or every time must have a problem. I want to suggest to you 6 steps that can help you go through any problem, simple or complex. I want to show you 6 steps that you can use to solve any problem, simple or complex, personally or corporately. The first step is this: define the problem. Define the problem. Most times, the problem with our problem is definitions. Define the problem. For the purpose of this video, let's use the problem of you come out in the morning, you're dressed up for work, and your car doesn't start. You turn on the ignition and the ignition comes on, but it doesn't start. That's a problem. Define the problem. What's the problem? For some people, the problem might be, oh, this car, someone tampered with it at night. This car, someone used it wrongly, and that's why the car wouldn't start. Another approach could be, well, it's not starting because the battery is down. Define the problem. Define what the problem is, and in defining the problem, always remember the context of the problem. When you define your problems out of context, you create another problem. You create a problem loop. So you have a problem, you define it out of context. In defining it out of context, you create another problem. Another thing is, what are the symptoms of this problem? There is a difference between symptoms and causes. The symptom of this problem is your car wouldn't start. The cause may be different. So always learn to differentiate between the symptoms and the causes of your problem. Another thing, what's the background of the problem? When did it start? How did it possibly start? These are very important concepts in defining your problem. When you have successfully defined the problem in the right context, you have been able to differentiate its symptoms from its causes, and you'll be able to know the background of the problem, the origin of the problem. Then you go to the next step. So step 1, define the problem. Step 2, determine the root causes. Determine the root causes of the problem. The beauty of this, once you are able to define the problem correctly in step 1, step 2 becomes easy. There are different methods for determining the root causes of problems, personally or corporately. You can use the 5 whys method, you can use Pareto analysis, or you can use fishbone diagrams or the Ishikawa diagram. Well, those are corporate levels or production levels or industrial levels. But for the purpose of our communication today, let's use the 5 whys. The 5 whys is very simple. The car wouldn't start. That's the problem. Why is the car not starting? That's the first why. Because the battery ran down. Why did the battery run down? Second why, because the battery is not charging. Third why is the battery not charging? Because the alternator is not charging the battery. Fourth why is the alternator not charging the battery? Because the alternator, the lifespan of the alternator has expired, or the alternator is expired and is overdue for changing. Fifth why was the alternator not changed? Because the person in charge of the vehicle, the driver or the engineer, did not carry out proper maintenance of the vehicle. You see the steps. So what is the cause of the problem? The cause of the problem, or the root cause of the problem, is at the 5th why: lack of maintenance. You will notice that once that 5th why is taken care of, all the other causes or the other whys are answered. The 3rd step is this: develop alternative solutions. Develop alternative solutions. By the time you get to the 5th why, you already know the root cause of the problem. Develop different solutions using our context. Can we change the alternator? Do we get a new driver or a new engineer? Or do we have a schedule of maintenance so that this kind of problem does not occur again? So generate as many solutions as possible to the problem. This applies for the example we are using, which is quite simple, as it applies to any other problem. Generate alternate solutions. So, and assess how each solution relates to the root cause of the problem. You see? So, step 2 solves step 1. Step 2 helps you to determine step 3, because now you have gotten to the root cause of the problem. You now know the exact solutions that you need to handle the problem. So that takes us to step 4. After you've developed alternative solution, select a solution. Choose the best one. How do you choose the best one? Choose based on time frame, how quick we are able to implement the solution. Choose based on cost. How costly is it to implement this solution? Choose based on reliability. The solution we are choosing for this problem, for the root cause now of this problem. Is it reliable? Is it viable? Choose based on resource availability. all the solutions that you've iterated, which one can you implement right now that has the resources available, or which one are the resources available to implement immediately? Very important. Another thing is analyze the risk involved in that solution. Some solutions may be risky. Analyze the risk levels of the solutions that you choose. And then another important criteria is, what are the benefits of this solution that we're going to choose, that we're going to select? Very, very importantly. Then, most importantly, this solution we are selecting, based on time frame, cost, reliability, resource availability, risk assessment, and the benefits, is it realistic? Is the solution realistic? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, for instance, the solution to our problem, using the example we have been using, or using the example we established at the beginning of this video, is, can we get a new car this morning? Can we buy a brand new car this morning? Yes, we can. Is it realistic? No, it's not. But we can fix the problem and make sure it doesn't happen again. So is it realistic? So once you have gotten to this point, you are now ready to go to step 5, which is implement the solution. In implementing the solution, who are the people involved? Where are the materials involved? You know, if you are working with a team or a company, if you are working with a team or a company, get the team involved in implementing the solution. Get the people involved, the superiors, the subordinates, all the technical officers, the right administration, administrative procedures, get them involved, so that you can standardize this solution, because problems reoccur. Some problems are cyclical, they come and they come again. Once you are able to deal with this successfully, then with the help of the people around you, you can make sure that when the problem occurs again, you can deal with it appropriately. So implement the solution, set timelines, finalize costs and budgets, and implement. This is where massive action is involved. When you have done this, and you have done this successfully, it takes us to the 6th step, which is the last step. Evaluate the outcome. Evaluate the outcome. The truth is that sometimes after going through these 6 steps, you may not get what you want or what you expected. Evaluate the outcome. Did it give you the solution that you needed? Did it give you the solution that you expected? Is it satisfactory? Are costs contained? Hope it did not break your pocket. Is necessary work completed? So these are the 6 steps to solving simple or complex problems. Number 1, define the problem. Do not define it out of context. Number 2, determine the root causes of the problem using 5 whys method, or Pareto analysis, or fishbone diagrams, whichever one is convenient for you. Number 3, develop alternative solutions. Number 4, select a solution. Number 5, implement that solution. And number 6, evaluate the outcome. So these are the 6 steps for problem solving, simple or complex problems. I hope you've learned something today. Please comment, let me know what you think about these 6 steps. Let me know the step that is most difficult for you or easiest for you, and let me know what information or more knowledge you need on problem solving, or if you need a deeper understanding of the subject of problem solving. Let me know as soon as possible. And then please like this video, please subscribe and click on the notification button, so that when I upload the next competence that is really needed for a meaningful, balanced and purposeful life, you get alerted immediately. Again, my name is Ehis Okoro. I'm a speaker, I'm a writer, I'm a teleologist. see you in our next video. Thank you for watching.